with meteorologist Ted Schmidt.
I think it's a day.
It's a beautiful day, Jess. I mean, I think a lot of people would agree, though. This is about as comfortable as it gets. We have plenty of sunshine, a very light breeze, low humidity, temperatures about as comfortable as possible. And we're moving toward a part of the year where that is known for this kind of weather. 70-something weather, low humidity. That's kind of typical, early mid-September kind of conditions. We're maybe a little bit ahead of schedule with that kind of feel. But actually, we're moving toward the seasonal average. A typical high this time of the year is 76. We're expecting that later today. Nothing but blue sky, just a couple of very thin clouds. That's our Louis Dodado camera from Signal Hill, Northwest Rochester. Yesterday, we were in the low 80s. It briefly touched 80 yesterday. We're in the upper 70s most of the afternoon. Temperatures dropped to the mid-50s this morning. Will be even cooler tomorrow morning after we enjoy a day of mild September-like sunshine. 70 right now in Rochester. It's 73 in Albert Lea, Mason City 73, and only 68 in Winona. Very comfortable and very mellow day. Calm winds, in fact, dew point 53. So about as mellow as it gets, I think, this time of the year. Air pressure is rising 30.15 inches of mercury as high pressure takes over. We've had some scattered clouds around. These are thinning out. We'll have extra sunshine moving through the afternoon. That'll help us reach the mid-70s in most spots. High pressure gliding eastward, light east winds around that. Later on, the winds will turn more to the south, and we're going to have some warm air slowly spilling into the area. And so for us, it means a shot of warmth for the weekend. The big story nationally is Idalia. This is a Category 1 hurricane. It made landfall as a Category 3 storm just moments after it was considered a 4. It was classified as a Category 4 major hurricane in the middle of the night, but just before landfall, about an hour before that happened, it dropped to Category 3. Now it's 1. Maximum sustained winds 80 miles per hour, moving at 20 miles per hour. So moving along pretty quickly. It'll brush past Savannah, moving toward Charleston. That'll happen just before midnight. Still a Category 1 storm. Once it moves out to sea, it actually shows signs of weakening to a tropical storm. Just a subtle change from 75 to 65 mile per hour winds with that. Still some strong conditions right along the coastline now. So still some tropical storm warnings in effect for the Carolinas, and then moving out to sea later by the weekend, perhaps reaching Bermuda by Saturday or Sunday, though, moving in that direction. Sunny and mild today for us. It's going to be breezy, hot, humid. That happens this weekend. Starting Friday, we'll really begin to feel those changes, and then that'll carry us into the weekend. That'll be the hottest stretch of weather, but even next week, at the very coolest, we're going to be well above the seasonal average. So a long spell of pretty warm summer-like conditions for a while. Future track today, a light breeze, a lot of sunshine, temperatures in the 70s tonight. Clear skies, a very gentle breeze will drop into the low 50s. One of the cooler nights in recent memory, but then we start turning things around. Tomorrow, a little more of a south breeze, a little more warm air coming in, plenty of sunshine. We'll reach the upper 70s, and then as we move into Friday, warm front moves through a gusty breeze, a little more humidity. Temperatures in the 80s, and the heat really ramps up as we move into the weekend time frame. Another thing to check out is a blue moon tonight. It's the second full moon of the month of August. It's also a super moon, so extra bright and a little bit larger than the average moon, about 100 miles closer than the last time we had a full moon. And so yet another super moon, as it's a little closer to an orbital track for us. And that viewing for that sun starlight, clear skies and 70 degrees, about as good as it gets for that time frame. 70s today, 50s tonight, and right back to the 70s tomorrow. And again, watching that ridge build in. We saw this last week. It won't be quite as hot as last week, but definitely above average temperatures with a big dome of warmth expanding northward for the plains. And for us, it means this weekend will be extra hot and breezy and humid. 76 today, though, just a light east breeze. A lot of sunshine and very peaceful and very comfortable Wednesday. 52 tonight, mainly clear skies. And then tomorrow we start turning things around. A little warmer than average. 79, south winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. A little breezier yet for the coming days as we head into the weekend. 79 Rochester tomorrow, 81 in Mason City. And the 7-day forecast, we wait until maybe next Tuesday before seeing any rain chances. Until then, it's hot and humid, breezy over the weekend. Upper 80s, low 90s, and heat index levels over the weekend in the mid and upper 90s. So it's going to feel extra warm and steamy for that last unofficial weekend in summer.
Yeah, you know, we've been talking throughout the week how you want one last opportunity to use your slip and slide or blow up your pool.
Right, yeah, this is it. I mean, after this, you're in September mode, and who knows what you're going to get. But this is very summer-like. So if you were hoping for something like that, we've got a few days to enjoy.
Yes, I'll bring over the sunscreen. Thank you, Ted. Just